Hello guys, welcome back to Mr. Cloudbook channel. Today is the day 39 of the Kubernetes masterclass, and in this video we are going to talk about the recreate. In the yesterday's video we talked about the rolling update, and here we are talking about the recreate. So this is the simple concept. So you have to understand for the Kubernetes purpose only. So you don't get any question on this one on your CKA exam as well. So we will see what is the use first of all in a simple way, and then we will go for the demo as well. So imagine you are drawing a picture. First you are drawing one picture. So you draw a house with a red roof and a blue walls. So what I'll create a simple house here. So think like this roof is in the red color. So I don't want to change the color for now. And blue walls. Okay, these are the blue walls. So I have that one. But then you decided you would prefer the house to have the green roof and yellow walls. So this is the first one. So you have the house which is having the red color roof and blue color walls. And later on you decided that you would prefer the house to have the green roof and yellow walls. This is the first one, and then what you have to do is you have the other way, like recreate we are talking about. So you have to create another house. Okay, so here what happened? So first drawing you have the house with the red roof and blue walls, but then you decided you would prefer the green color roof and yellow color walls, right? And then what you do, instead of coloring over the existing drawing, so here, so what I did, instead of using this house, what I did, I draw the new house again. I created one more drawing. So here what I did, so in this drawing, instead of I have to color this particular house, so because if I color yellow here, right, see, so what happens, so if I color yellow on this one, it will be different. Okay, so in your diagram may be different, but here it will be different, right? So it will become more mess. What I did, instead of doing that one, I created one more diagram or the drawing for my house. Okay, so you get a clean sheet, so you will get a new paper and you draw the house again at the new colors whatever you want, like green color roof and yellow color walls. Here are the key points to remember that. So recreate is the start fresh. Okay, you begin again from the very beginning. Okay, instead of using this one, okay, so instead of using this particular pod, so what you are doing, instead of doing, you will creating one more pod, okay, with the requirements or the application. You want these colors. First you did this, you don't like it, and then you did this. Okay, here there is a one gap, right? See here, one gap is there. So if your pod is there and you created it and traffic is there, people are going to access your application and everything is there, but later on you, okay, I don't want that particular color for my application which is in the background blue color, I want the green color. So instead of changing something, what you did, you again recreated whole new pod with the different colors. Okay, here, so there is a gap here, right? Here where the people are not able to access your application. There is a temporary gap when you create the rollbacks using the recreate option, recreate strategy. Complete replacement. Okay, the old version is completely gone before the new one is ready. So what happens? So if you use the recreate, so this will delete this particular pod and then it will create the new pod. So if I have three pods here, okay, see I am having one version 1.1. So this is 1.1 I have. So I created one more version 1.2. So we have the 1.2 here. So in the rolling update, what we did is we take down one pod and create one pod, right? But in the recreate, it will take down all your old pods and then only it will create the new pods. So here maybe some time downtime will be there to access your application. So the old version is completely gone before the new one is ready. So why we have to use the recreate? So space constraints, you need the same space to build the new thing and avoiding the complications. Sometimes changing pods little bit is too hard or might cause the problems. That's why at the time you have to use the recreate. And simplicity. It's easier to start over the new one instead of fixing the old one. Change the existing one also. So we have the simplicity to create the new one instead of doing some complex issues. Okay, that is at the time we can use the recreate. So think of the recreate as the cleaning your room. Sometimes it's easier to take everything out of your room and then put it back only what you want to rather than tidying up bit by bit. So sometimes you will do, okay, just I don't want this one, I don't want this one. Easily you can clear it, but sometimes you are not able to do that one. So you have to remove everything and replace everything, like cleaning your room and baking a new cake. If a cake doesn't turn out right, so you might throw it away and bake a new one from the scratch instead of trying to fix the baked cake. So you are trying to cook some chicken. Okay, what happened? So you added some ingredients which are not needed, and what happens? The whole curry is not good, right? So to eat. So what you will do, instead of fixing that one, what you have to do, you have to, sometimes you need to recook again with the new chicken and everything. Okay. So advantages of recreate here. So clarity, you have a clear space to work with. And second one, control. You can ensure everything is exactly you want it from the start. So like, so if you are again cooking the chicken curry, then you will don't use that particular ingredient which is making your curry bad. Okay, so you have everything exactly what you want from the starting. Avoiding the mistakes, eliminate issues that might happen when changing things bit by bit. So that is the use of the recreate. So first use of recreate is the first advantages of the recreate is clarity, control, and avoiding the mistakes. And there is a disadvantages as well in the recreate. So no in between use. You can't use or enjoy the thing while it's being rebuilt. Okay, so here one pod is running and you completely closed it and you created again, so there will be some downtime. Okay, there is no in between use. And next, it takes time. Starting over can take longer since you are rebuilding everything from the scratch. Okay, that's why you will get the no use in between. Okay, there is a temporary loss of your customers in between when you create the new pod. Okay, these are the disadvantages for the recreate, and there is a advantages of the recreate as well. And finally, when is recreate is the best choice. So when major changes are needed, so if you want to make a big changes that affect everything, so okay, you are using 1.13 version, but you wanted to change the complete version to 1.4 directly. Instead of minor version, you are releasing the major version. At that time, you can use the option called recreate. And when the old version can't be fixed easily. So sometimes what happen if the pod is too complex to fix the issues, at that time you have to use the option called recreate. And when it's safe to have a break. Okay, so when you inform in your community or to your customers that there will be at some downtime, at that time you can use the recreate option. So in simple terms, recreate means taking down that what you have and building it again from the scratch. And it's like erasing a chalkboard completely before writing a new lesson. Okay, we are completely erasing it and restarting the new one from the scratch itself. Remember, if you're using the recreate, remember these things. Starting over can be a good. Sometimes a fresh start leads to a better results. Okay, and plan ahead. So whenever using the recreate, make sure you have a some plan. Okay, you have everything you need to build the new version. So at that time only use the recreate. Be prepared for the gap. Okay, so you have to understand that there will be some downtime. So at that time you have to be ready to face your customers or inform them beforehand only, like 1 week or 3 days like that in your community or wherever. So just inform them there will be some maintenance like that. So at that time you can use the recreate. So let's see the simple demo as well. So two nodes are running, one control plane, one worker node, and any pods are running. Get pods. Okay, nothing is running. So what I'll do is I'll create one simple Nginx deployment, create, deploy. So you can use the same thing like Nginx hyphen deployment, the name for your deployment, and what is the image you want? Image equals to, I want Nginx 1.14, and so you can take the replicas as well, 3 replicas, and save it into the 1.yml. So control L. So vi 1.yml. By default, we don't have any strategy here. So last time also I showed it, and delete this. So replicas 3 and strategy here. Okay, let's go inside. So last time what we used the type as the rolling update. So here we have to use the recreate is the option you have to use, and you nothing you need to provide. Okay, there is no need of like max search and max availability and anything. So you can just use the recreate and enter, come out of it. So kubectl apply -f 1.yml. It's created. So kubectl get deploy, check it, and it's not ready yet. It will take some time. Insert mode here and use column nginx hyphen. I forgot it. So let's see their command here. What is the one we are using to create it? Yeah, here see that there is no colon used here. So colon like that. So that's why it's not working. So let's apply again kubectl apply -f1.yml. It's created. So kubectl get deploy again. So it will be ready state now. Okay, kubectl get pods. Okay, see that all are running now, right? So kubectl get deploy. So the last time the issue was image. I didn't provide the column, and those are running. So if you see kubectl get events, right? So you can see that what is happening here. See, scaled up the replica set to 3, right? And scale down the replica set to 0 from 3. So directly it's making 0, right? See, there is no one like that. See, last time we have it's updated 1 and it's removed 1 pod like that. But here, so what is happening here? So whenever we use the recreate, it will delete all the pods, then only it will up the new pods. So let's see. So kubectl get rs. So we have two replica sets here. So I'll edit one more thing here. So instead of using this strategy, we are using recreate. You can see that recreate. Recreate means it will delete all the pods available and then only it will create the new pods. Remember that one. Rolling update means it will delete one by one pod, and I'll change it to latest and come out of it. And here kubectl apply -f 1.yml. So it's created. So k get rs replica set, it will create one more replica and it's already changed. Okay. So if you see, 1 minute, let me reduce the size so we can see it more properly. So kubectl get events. Okay. So the new one is dbb and the old one is 585. Okay. Enter. And if you see here dbb, right? See, it's creating 0. Okay. Nginx deployment FCF is from 0 to 3, automatically increasing 0 to 3. You can see that it's 3 and it's redirected to 0 from 3. Like that, it will automatically see scaled up the replica sets to 3. Directly it's replicating to 3. It's not creating one by one, but it's removing everything from the scratch and then only it's creating the new pods. You can see that. So this is the dbb, right? We are using. So it's directly increasing to 3 pods directly. And 585, which is the old one, it's decreased to 0 from 3. Directly 3 pods to 0. Not 3 to 2, 2 to 1 like that. It's directly removing 0. Okay. It's deleting all the pods when you use the recreate strategy type. Okay. So that is the simple example for your recreate strategy, and rolling updates, it will remove one by one. So I hope you understand about this video, recreate and rolling updates. These are the important concepts. By default, we will use the rolling updates. Okay. Thanks for watching the video and keep on supporting to Mr. Cloudbook channel.